This is basically just talking about relationships, and let it be boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, family. Like, this has an all-around view on like what family dynamics looks like and how you should really dissect on what it is that you want to live your life, how you want to live your life, and if you're already in a relationship, like, how can you improve your life, and if it can't be improved, like, what steps are you going to take so that your life gets better? And there's many steps. It's really raining, and I got groceries to take in, so what I'm doing in my car is currently just taking notes on certain things that I feel as though I should have been taught when I was a little kid. I think sometimes we are so, depending on your background, I mean, it's not my fault, it's not my parents' fault, it's not even the grandparents' fault. You know, sometimes education isn't freely given to everybody, so that's why there are some things that really need to be passed on through generations. And I'm hoping that somehow, some way, I can pass something beautiful to my children so that way they have something to take with them on to the next generation if they decide to have kids. I mean, because, you know, when you're growing up, you see a level of like how your parents are treating each other, what type of freedoms you have. Are you able to communicate what it is that you want to say, and is that okay? Or if you speak up for some reason, is that allowed? Because it isn't allowed in every home and every culture. There's sometimes you're just kept quiet. So this is why, like, I really love the fact that I do encourage my kids to speak up for themselves, even if it is against me and I'm totally having a hard time about it sometimes. But it helps them being able to, like, create boundaries to help. So that way, if they don't want somebody in their space, they can say, hey, back up. And I mean, you know, because culturally, you can't really speak up, and your parents tell you to stay quiet, and you can't never, and it's always like, but, cállate, no digas nada. And so you kind of don't know where to, like, speak up, on top of, like, you still have to do things for people that you don't want to do because you're taught that you're supposed to do it even if you don't want to. And I guess that just comes with, like, maybe first generations, because I've noticed a lot of first generations have that type of, you know, you kind of need an example. If you don't know that you're able to do something, how are you going to do it? And if nobody just tells you, you know what, you have a voice, you can speak up. You don't have to take it. You can change and alter everything that you want. Obviously, there's going to be changes that you know, but you're able to do it. Because believe you me, just because I was a person who did like to advocate and like to speak up, I literally fell into some cycles that I didn't even know I was in a cycle, all because of my upbringing and the example of women who I was raised around. And it was just something that was really challenging for me to kind of understand and still like, but I'm supposed to stay in this environment? Is that what I'm really supposed to do? Or it's okay if I change it? And then even then when you change it, your family kind of puts a little extra on it, and then they make you feel bad for changing your life, and then they want to convince you to go back to the life that you didn't want to live anymore. And so then that's where life just gets really extra challenging. Basically what I'm saying is education is key, other people's observations, realizing that toxic situations are not the it thing, and even having moments where realizing like, you have to look at your environment, how happy you are, how mad do you get sad all the time? Like, if you don't realize how your life is going and you're not enjoying it, then, like, it's time to change. That's all I'm saying. It's time to change because we're not doing that anymore. It's time to spread the word for everybody to know that life is just going to get better, and we're going to change it, and we're going to make sure that we're going to have fun doing it.